and immediately you...
I try to hurt him in there.
That is a star-making performance by Paul Williams.
When I beat Antonio Margarito, I showed the world that I could fight hard for 12 rounds.
Big left hand over the top by Williams. What a performance by young Paul Williams.
The downside of beating Margarito, nobody didn't want to fight me no more. I had to step out of my weight class to get fights.
Williams loading up on hooks. Some tremendous body shots by Paul Williams.
I'm not going to say if I beat Winky, when I beat Winky. That going to mean a whole lot. That means that I beat a Hall of Famer. So now my kids can see that their daddy beat a Hall of Famer. He going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Consecutive fight in a fourth.
Well, I've been out the ring for so long because nobody wanted to fight. I miss just fighting, just getting in there, do what I do.
And he sticks the jab in Trinidad's face. 1, 2, 3, 4 more times.
I just want to get back in the ring because I feel like, I had some unfinished business. I didn't like the way that the fight went with me and Bernard. But what happened, happened. The people know who really win in these fights, even if the judge don't give it to. When I hear people say that Paul Williams is the most feared fighter, I really can't see it. To really be feared is what I've been my whole career.
Wright looks around at the crowd as if to say, do you love me now?
I'm going to fight Paul Williams, beat Paul Williams, and then, the fans can't do nothing but say, look, he said he'll fight the best and he's proving it.
Now, making his entrance to the ring, Ronald.
Too big for him.
Florida, the former 27 knockouts.
Touchable was cut of his last fight. So their fighter above or around the...
What I've noticed in all of it, excessive defensive style that he used to fight at one time with Jermaine Taylor.
Weights punch.
The fight's going more to the pattern of Winky.
There's a good right hook by Williams.
He said he won't. And Winky...
Mostly that's because Winky,
may block, slip, or deflect more of those punches than he's accustomed to. Degree has slowed down.
Yeah, but
right, or as Williams does in the last minute of the round. And not
most important and powerful punches I thought in the round was landed by Winky. I think
just give a round to a guy who threw 4 on the round.
I didn't think he won the round. I thought he landed a more cleaner single punch. But no, I think Williams won the round.
Of Winky Wright's punches
outscored that first round. It's an interesting subject.
Oh, I'm quite sure most of them scored at Paul won the round, but I was impressed with the cleaner power punches coming from Paul. From Winky.
Now here we go. Is Wright going to stay with this?
Just hungry fighter like this who throws that many punches. There aren't many pauses in what he...
Now as Williams takes a little bit of a break, get something done.
Wind turbine, Jim.
By Winky Wright. And
get caught with a short shot.
There's a welt under the right eye of Winky Wright.
Ready trying to target it. Four-punch combination by Williams. We're going to show you an exchange in which Williams throws 1. Then a right answer. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Very low. 20 out of 105. That's a 60-punch differential in round 2 after an economic or quantitative mode.
Well, out of my mind, I think that Paul is tingly like here and
doubt anybody of
the right hook that I haven't saw.
Punch that may ultimately do damage for Williams if he's able to hurt Wright in this fight would be the uppercut.
It's coming over top, and then you never know when you don't see it.
Scoring at the end of a left hand. Now he lands. Paul Williams.
Paul comes right. He just refuses to listen.
Himself and Wright since round 1. That Wright is landing at a much higher.
Williams has been landing enough clean punches.
3-0. He's got one of those slips of shot right there. Look at the head movement. 3-0. Paul Williams.
I've scored the first round even. I have it 2 rounds. Here's where Winky.
The Paul Williams tonight. Because usually if Shane Mosley tried and Taylor, Winky was, and that just I think it started to take his effect on Winky.
And you heard George Peterson telling Paul between rounds, just keep throwing your jab. Keep the stick going. That's what's going to save you in the fight. Wright landed a good left and right. Solid punches in.
He has to have that last
by Williams.
Winky
Shinda was there as well. Winky Wright 1,765. Williams with a 23-9 connect advantage in the fourth round.
So Winky's did that too on the other side. So they've both been doing a little bit of that.
One thing I've noticed him often.
is a natural right-hander who fights southpaw. Does a bit of a right hook tonight.
And you say Winky is a cagey guy, and I've been very impressed with him tonight. He's fighting tonight. He's not trying to defense. For the most part, Winky's been holding more to be, though. See Winky holding on, and you see Paul doing everything to try to still get a punch in, and often with a lot of things that normal people can't do.
Well, apparently
It's another violation.
Slipping 3 right punches in a row. Fifth round, that was his low punch. He still doubled Wright's output. Williams. Hunt Williams.
dangerous punch stroke.
Watch your hands, watch your hands.
Whatever Winky thought he was going to do in the early rounds when he was so more.
I think Winky is trying to trap Williams into walking into something. About a minute and a half ago, the scout strategy here. All know the difficulties. Winky Wright, a decent output for a middleweight. Paul Williams has thrown 562. More than
2 rounds to 1. Paul Williams strikes right in between the gloves.
Have it 4-1-1. I think it's possible the judges.
I wouldn't be shocked if they
Still, as Harold said, he finds a way to get up through the middle in between the gloves with enough
fun in there. Junior middleweight division, or maybe still the.
You know what's amazing to me is how to be such a tall guy. He still can fight so good sometimes in close.
Hard right hand by Williams. That right hook, one of his best punches of the fight. He knows it. Right in a. His body. Have achieved a work rate like this?
No. This I was just thinking myself. This is unbelievable to see a man throw punches like this, even if he was a short guy, but to have a tall guy, really to me, he's like 6'3". If he seems to be punches with the freedom that he's in, this fight would have been over with. But Tommy didn't have that type of stamina, hardly anyone. Ray Leonard was one of the few fighters that I know that had great stamina, but he was built that way, but not to be tall like this. But he throws so many punches, and he has up.
Williams was 29 of 93. The 29 is a high number of connects are becoming more solid.
Is it?
But I would tell him at this stage, punch with full power when you do punch. Plus, we're losing the fight.
Wright has been in with some excellent jabbers through the course of his career. And already in 8+ rounds, Williams has landed more jabs than anyone. A potential rising tide again.
At his disposal.
That's exactly what 5 punches to his.
Over Antonio. So he doesn't have an unbeaten record, but he did evade.
Fought in a lot of cases, and I watch it. Never saw him Mosey, but never with the intensity the way he's trying to fight him.
Williams only twice. Williams runs out of the corner and tries to nail Wright with a surprise left hand. That doesn't work, so he follows it up with about 15, 20 other punches. Wright trying to seize an opportunity to counter here, but eventually just gets overwhelmed by all the activity.
In such a
Paul Williams
throws a left hand over the top. He's fighting a very good fight. This is just such a weird guy, an unusually talented man in Paul Williams.
Told his fighter, another big marquee with the name.
About Paul Williams as a middleweight, good punching middleweight. Volume-wise and speed-wise, he'll have a tremendous advantage over any middleweight you can think of.
Larry, I share the same thoughts with you, too. I feel the same way. Even though he's winning, looking good, there's still a lot of physical things I see with a very strong, powerful, full-fledged middleweight.
Like is a pretty big hitter upstairs.
Block punches from the outside, but in the cage fighting with Paul Williams is coming up.
Couldn't wait for them.
Right was level is extraordinary.
Well, yeah.
Oh, good right hook by Williams. Increasingly, Winky Wright is taking.
Enable him to operate. If you wait for this kid to stop punching, ranked junior middle.
Almost exactly twice as many. Paul Williams, when he throws his 20th punch in this round, will have thrown 1,000 punches in the fight. Wright may make it to 500. Unbelievable.
And the momentum is going with him. I mean,
this is the beating he's taken since that.
all of these punches from so many.
That's where our hearts are tonight.
Oh my God! Look at him. And this is the fight, David, that and if you're Winky, you're glad it's not a 15-round fight. Whereas usually the other way around, the tall, rangy fight is the one that Williams in this fight, even though he's thrown all of the punches.
The Punisher from South Carolina.
Shutout. Both Williams is able to do.